incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming it.
Alright. Yeah.
27.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Woo! Uh-oh, come on.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
He go.
He's got the lead, and there he goes.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
From the 29, Murray steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. And Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line 36. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check back. Watch it define.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington.
Ah, that was a touchdown.
Complete.
Why did he throw it like
took
that?
a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away.
Come on, Tua.
This will be taken at the 10. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Man, got a fucking touchdown.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Drake. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What are you doing?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Man, that's trash.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Come on, man. You got to pick that.
Intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10.
There you go. There you go.
Clash of bodies here, and it's
This shit.
intercepted. Picked off at
There
the
you go. Way to
39,
make up for it, baby.
and his guys are going to take
Way to make
over
up for it.
at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Back, back, back.
They run the counter. Gibson.
You could have got through that hole, boy. That'd have been a goal.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
There you go.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
You know, stay in that same defense. They run all over
Big
that
play
shit.
there.
Keep picking that same
Second
defense.
touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as a
He got lucky.
Inside the 20. A big-time play
Just
there
threw
by
that
the
shit up there.
Cardinals. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with Drake.
Good tackle.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. He's got his
I'm
man.
trying to
It's
step in
caught
front of
in the
that.
end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
58 Mike, 58, 58 Mike. Watch the edge.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep.
Good block.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch safety creep, watch safety.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from
couldn't have
games
been
in
no first.
progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, and for the 3rd time,
What?
It's intercepted.
What the
Picked
hell?
off around the 27. Boy,
Oh,
another interception, CD.
shit.
It feels like he's starting to
That boy going ham
And
out
as you
there.
would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season.
That boy going
He has to
ham.
start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike 5-9.
2nd and 9 now. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He got lucky.
Escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Come on, fellas.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Jim. Watch twins. Check 37. He's coming.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
Is he gone? Man, why didn't he do that dumb shit? That could have been a pick
at their own 43-yard line. Or you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete.
Come on, that's bullshit.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
Touchdown, that is done.
It's caught by Davis. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Trying to pick a different play. See what happens.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Hello?
Hey, Dave, what's going on with you?
Arizona's offense at the line,
Playing
ready to
game
get
and
their
shit.
drive
I just woke
started.
up. I took a nap earlier. I was tired as hell.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
My son was begging me to go to the park earlier, so finally took his ass to the park, and I was there.
Okay.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What you want to do? What you think? Still want to?
2nd down, Murray
I don't know
sets to throw. Going deep for
we'll get to
Hopkins.
eat or we'll get to eat.
That gonna be
I'm still
incomplete.
trying to think about
A
it.
lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch 36. 36.
Yeah.
Murray on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
It is
Give him
Saturday.
16
We should
yards
be
there,
trying
and
to
it's
do
a
something
Cardinals
fun.
1st down as
It's
well.
like a nice day. It's not too hot outside.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient.
Options
and a
are
good
limited
pass.
and shit.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here, give me
Flushed
put the
out
juice
right.
down.
Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Look to find
Really,
another down.
like a whole lot of options and shit.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be
not
brought
too
down
much,
at the
for real.
45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on
Downtown
his
to the
own,
park,
but it
pretty
will
much
leave
it,
him now
because
with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
5-year-old version.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Like taking money from people.
Here's Here's Murray, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, that sounds like something
This
kids
defense
love
is
to play.
continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And
Yeah,
look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or
love
zone.
to play that.
Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And it'll be intercepted.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would have loved to play.
With great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo
Yeah, those was back in the day, but now, yeah, it's about all the violent shit and shit
Now
now.
on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Yeah, it's straight, but like I said, especially the younger kids, they ain't gonna play that shit. They wanna shoot shit and blow shit up. That's like all the games now. Shooting and blowing shit up. The rest is sports.
They'll run on first down.
Other than
Gibson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second.
Yeah, that's pretty much over. Nobody really play with the handheld shits no more.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Gibson, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Yeah, you sound like me.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop them a couple of yards short. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for the Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Kicking this dude
Extra
ass,
point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Can I call you right back?
Yeah, bro.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions and coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah.
Woo!
My
That's how you
goodness,
pick him.
another
Come on. Where you go? Where you go?
Picked off at the 39. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Hobson out here looking stink. Well, not Hobson.
So they'll come up 1st and 10
Murray.
now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that same
Brandon, it's
defense,
clearly a running
boy.
situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken
bum
down
out of
at the
here, man.
31. Give him 3 yards on the
Same
run
defense
there.
picking
That still
up.
leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah. Mike 58, right there. He don't know no better. Check 30.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out.
And
Woo! That's how you throw that boy in there.
Touchdown.
I'm gonna tear that trash ass defense up, nigga.
A great
You gonna
effort
pick better,
there.
different players
His
against me,
third
cuz.
touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
Boy.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On second and goal, Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup. And there is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Cut the lead down to 25.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
I'll take that.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ah, come on.
Ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep playing.
He played it good. I was good for that.
Picked off at the 47.
I give that to
and
him.
a return across midfield and
I was
a
looking for that
46-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Fuck, let's try this shit,
Here we
man.
go. Check 55, Mike. Here we go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on first down, Murray. And now here is another interception.
This boy got like 5 picks this game.
Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here.
Damn, he got 5 picks in one game.
Defensively, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Strip that ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Murray. Past the 20. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Play to the outside.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Shoot. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So we got man.
Back to throw. He finds his tight end, Gentry. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Next time when I pick that play.
Picked off at the 11. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's got the first down and near past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. To throw is Murray.
That should have been a pick. I'm right there.
This is going to be caught. A good pick up there at 22. Murray now to throw.
Come on.
Knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Let's go, let's go.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
That's bullshit. And they got a broken collarbone.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
Come on, Eli. What the fuck?
Punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Murray now. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Murray, one final try. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.